Hello Transformers fans, it's me Transformer Geek, and this time I'm gonna be showing you all Transformers 2020 releases, starting off with the smallest all the way up to the biggest. So, shall we have a look at them? Okay, so the first one we're gonna have a look at is the Bumblebee looking Cliff Jumper. And well, I thought this figure is quite a cool figure, because the backpack tidies up all well, the articulation's all good, and I'll eventually do a review on these little guys, eventually, Cliff Jumper and Barricade, and yeah, his transformation is all but simplistic, and his movie, oh, and I almost forgot to tell you guys, that I'm not doing the Cyberverse in these ones, not the Cyberverse 2020 toyline, only the movie and War of Cybertron, but these are the only ones that I can do anyways. So let's have a look at Barricade. So, the Barricade figure. Yeah, again, simplistic, the same as Cliff Jumper, but the articulation is a bit hindered when you, like, he's got a ball joint here and sort of a butterfly joint here, but yeah, that's all for Cliff. I mean, that's all for Barricade. Because, his release was a pretty interesting one. But not interesting is the Off-Road Bumblebee. Because Off-Road Bumblebee is actually one of the best figures. Because backpack tidies up. The head is a bit articulated weirdly. The legs are great. And, well, everything about this figure is great. And my thoughts on the Soundwave. Sorry, I was only able to afford this version, not the Mercedes-Benz version, but this version, now that I have it in hand, it's actually a pretty good version of him. Because his articulation is the best, his release is not too bad. But the movies from his scenes were the best out of them all. Just gotta be saying, like, just being up there in space, just double crossing anyone, bro, that is the best. And Einheit from War for Cybertron, his articulation is actually pretty good on it. He's got good articulation in his arms, legs, and knees, and also its soft pivot. But the accessories which Soundwave came with, Chromia, and Einheit came with, including Skipjack, I think they're all pretty good. But I think Einheit is the best, because it's sort of like a hammer and a gun, if you think about it, because it's more or less a gun that's turned into a hammer. Now I'm going to be giving you my thoughts now. Oh. Whoops, that was a little accident. Now I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on Chromia now. Chromia, yeah, pretty good figure. The articulation is good for it. And the release isn't really too bad. The articulation is not the worst. But I've seen worse articulation. Just look at the one-step changes. But, yeah. Chromia is actually a pretty good figure. Even next to Einheit. I mean, look at them. They're a perfect couple. Just let me... Yeah. Perfect couple. Now we're going to be looking at Constructicon Skipjack. His release was a pretty good surprise, really, when he was released in toy stores. And, yeah, because he's on the Rampage model, released as the Rampage model but in yellow, he actually clears up pretty well. Everything's all good. The articulation, well, my articulation, one arm is actually a bit floppy, really. You can only get it about a certain distance, but still, it's a pretty good figure. And the thought of 2020 releasing all these figures is actually pretty cool, actually, why they released them. to be fair, they released these two last year, but still, they're part of Cybertron. But yeah, it's been a pretty good year for Hasbro. Surely everything was a bit mulled up from time to time due to the coronavirus. Sorry, that my mouth just stopped talking properly. But yeah, that's all I've got to say for all these guys. And yeah, have a good day. Have a good rest of your day. And if it is Boxing Day, then have a good Boxing Day. Just have a good day. And just remember, I'm going to be doing reviews on all these guys individually, but not now. Probably I might be reviewing small ones first, up to the largest one, eventually. Right, signing off.